Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Real Talk here on TV 35. I'm your host, Pat Brock. We're here on the campus of the East Lawrence Falcons, and we are here to celebrate the Lady Falcons soccer team, five-time region champions. We've got the Coach of the Year with us.
No. No.
Coach Robinson, how are you?
Wonderful. How are you doing today?
Doing very well. Congratulations.
Thank you. Very proud of the girls and our accomplishments, and excited to see what they continue to do as the rest of the season goes on.
That's right. And we as a community, we're so proud of these Lady Falcons. I mean, you guys have broken records. You're making history right here in Dublin, Lawrence County. Coach, kind of give them an overview of like when soccer first started here at East Lawrence. And let's segue to where we are today, five-time region champions.
Well, you asked me to do a little research, so I did a little research. And in 2007, the way I understand it, was the first year in soccer. And then in 2012, we had our first winning season. And then in 2013, we won our first region championship. And this year in 2018 is our fifth region championship. And last year, 2017, first time make it to the state finals.
Right.
So, you know, we brought a lot of girls back from last year's team, so we have experience, and hopefully if we get a chance to play for a state championship this year, the stage won't be too big for us. I felt we might have been a little nervous last year, so I'm excited. I think we're playing really well right now, and I'm looking forward as we go on. We got a game Friday, which is April the 20th,
Right.
and then the first round of the playoffs will be here at East Lawrence, April 26th. Not sure who we're going to play just yet.
Well, we're just so happy and excited to be a part of this. And me, let me just kind of segue with me being a soccer mom, you know, to be here and to have been a part for four of those region championships. It makes me feel proud as a mom, as a Lady Falcon mom, to be here, to be honored to talk with you guys about how this has been and what you're feeling about it. And so let everyone know what your record is.
That's a good question. 15-1-1. We're 8-0 in the region, which we finished up region last night. One thing I want to hit on, and I might get off track a little bit,
Go
so
ahead.
we're going to chase a few rabbits.
All right.
Is I've got 7 seniors, and they've been a part of the program for 4 years, and a lot of them has put in a lot of minutes on varsity time, played a lot of minutes, and they're a big part. And it's kind of like, you know, I don't have a lot of girls that play 4 years for me.
Right.
You know, my wife and my daughter Grace, they have to deal with me for 43 years.
Right.
But these 4 girls, or 6 girls that have played for me for 4 years, they mean a lot to me because they have to put up with me, because I know girls are bipolar a lot of times. Well, I'm bipolar. I get angry and upset and emotional is going every which way.
Right.
So I appreciate what they've done and everything I've asked them to do, and the effort they've put in and the commitment they've put in, and they've done a good job. And they're this senior group is the reason that we've had the success that we've had.
Wow. And, you know, these seniors, the whole team thinks a lot of you, Coach. They think a lot of you because, for one, you love these girls. And, you know, even though if you get a little tough with them sometimes, they still know that you love them. They know that you care about the team. You care about not just about winning, but them being better human beings.
Right. One example is, I can't remember what date it was, but we went to the VA to take the Valentine cards. And I've gotten a letter from the VA of how great the girls were. Seeing the group that I was with kick a little electric soccer ball around with the VA.
Right.
You know, they were at home where they were comfortable giving their giving their time to the veterans who's done a lot for us in our country. And I just appreciate everything they've done. You know, I've asked them to do different things, and they've always stepped up and arose to the occasion.
That's good. I mean, because these Lady Falcons, what you're teaching them is being philanthropic, to be able to give back and to be selfless with what they do with their gifts and their talents. And so that's a perfect example.
Right.
Going to the VA.
Right. And the work ethic, and you know, as these girls are they're going to be wives, they're going to be mothers, and sometimes in life things don't always go your way, and these girls have learned to, you know, there's been times, and what I like about these girls is even when we're down, even when we're behind in a game, they're not giving up, and their attitude has changed. The attitude that used to be maybe at East Lawrence was, I hope we don't lose to I expect to win. And that's what these girls, they have a winner's attitude, and they expect to win every time we tee it up.
And that's what it takes to be a winner on and off that field, Coach. You know, what you're doing here is you're building these relationships. You're building relationships that are going to last a lifetime. And the life lessons that they're learning on this field is something they'll always take with them.
Well, and they've got great parents who's raised them right, and you know they show up and the expectations are there.
Yeah.
And I hope that these 7 seniors will go off and come back and see us keep competing for region championships.
That's right.
Because that's what they've started. That's the legacy they've built.
That's right.
And when they come back for their 10, 20-year reunion, this picture will always be hanging up, and they'll be excited about that.
You're right. You know, and I often talk about those relationships that you make as a coach that will stay with these young ladies years and years to come. You know, I told you, like, I went to visit my coach from 30 years ago when I first played college basketball, and to share with her about the things that she had instilled within me that are still within me today. That's something special. So you're the one you're doing that. God has graced you to be able to do that, and we appreciate you so much.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the head coach of the Lady Falcons, Coach Chris Robinson.
Badcock Home Furniture and More is your home store, where you'll find great savings on new living room sets, sofas, love seats, recliners, and more. Badcock Home Furniture and More has great savings every day on bedding and bedroom sets. Shop Badcock Home Furniture and More for a great selection of dining room sets. And save every day on electronics and appliances at Badcock Home Furniture and More, 1927 Highway 441 South in Dublin. Call 275-3144 for more information, or stop by and see Wendy and Tim Sumner or any of their friendly staff today at Badcock and More Home Furniture Store, where no credit is ever refused.
Hi, I'm Perry Williamson. We've been serving the Dublin Lawrence community for over 90 years here at Williamsons Bakery. We specialize in donuts, cakes, pies, cupcakes, cookies, birthday cakes. They're our business, not a hobby. And don't forget our large selection of cheese straws. For special orders, contact us on Facebook, Instagram, or better yet, just come get you some. When you stop by, be sure to try our all-new Pig in the Blankets. We have bacon, sausage, and chicken. We're located at 1634 Veterans Boulevard, Dublin, Georgia. For the hot, freshest donuts, come to Williamsons Bakery. We proudly support our area athletics.
All right, now it's your opportunity to meet the seniors, the ladies who are the leaders of this squad, who have worked so hard throughout this year to be the region champions yet again. We've got my little cousin with us, Keisha Butler. How are you, Keisha?
I'm doing great.
How does it feel right now? 5 times.
It feels really good. It feels like a good accomplishment, like I did something good and I'm leaving a legacy.
You definitely are. So, Keisha, when you think about when you first started, when did you first start playing soccer?
I first started playing soccer in 7th grade, and I wasn't really good, but I became good when I started playing with Robo, and I thank him for everything.
What is it that Robo has taught you to help you to become a better athlete?
Honestly, he just teach me how to do good with people.
And we know that you're active in other things as well. And so, you know, 5 times. And so this is a tremendous accomplishment as a team. And we want to make sure that we know that this is a team effort. And so, Keisha, throughout this season here, your senior year, tell us about some things that have been some good things about you as an athlete, some of your pros and some of the cons, the things that you really and truly have to work on.
Some good things about me is that I actually work hard and I try to do my best. But bad things are like I sometimes look down to constructive criticism, and when I should be like taking it in and doing my best, I just get mad and like storm off.
Yeah. I've seen that. But this is the thing about you is when you have to be able to accept that constructive criticism, it's a part of maturing as a person, to be able to take it in and kind of make that self-evaluation about myself. It's like, okay, you're right. this is an area that I'm really struggling in. I really need to take this criticism and turn it around to be that bigger person and that better person, because I think that we all want to just see you to succeed.
Yes, ma'am.
And so here it is, your senior year. Woo, woo. Now, next month, oh my gosh, you girls are going to be graduating. You're going to be turning the tassel, and then that means there's going to be a transition in your life. So what is next for you?
What's next for me is that I will be attending Columbus State University and majoring in pre-veterinary medicine, and I will be also doing cheerleading there. So that's very exciting.
This is so exciting. We'll get to come see you cheer.
Yes, ma'am.
And we want you to give a message to the young ladies out there that are part of the East Orange Falcons, that are young ladies who are aspiring to be where you all are one day. Young girls who are playing, I mean, little bitty 3-year-olds and 4-year-olds. I talked to a 3-year-old last night. She said, I want to play soccer. So talk to those young ladies about, just to encourage them to continue to push so that they can be where you are one day.
I just want to say that no matter what you go through and how many times people down on you, just keep your head up and always push forward. And what you want to do, don't ever let anyone tell you anything different.
That's right. Continue pushing forward, Keisha. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is my little cousin, Keisha Butler. All right, we've got number 15 with us, Miss Kendra Delgado. How are you, Kendra?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing well. Congratulations.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Always a pleasure to watch you out there play, Kendra. Share with us about how it feels to be on the 5-time region champion squad.
It's an unexplainable feeling to play with these girls who try so hard, and from East Lawrence, we're not really known as anything. We're like the short end of the stick. So to be a part of something that's big in the community, it feels very good.
And it should feel very good, because you're doing something that no team's done here.
Yes,
all right? I mean, you are definitely making history. And so when you first started playing soccer, do you remember that?
Oh, yes, ma'am. I was in the 7th grade, and we had this – I don't remember our coach's name, but it was an awful year. We didn't score until our last game, and we only scored 2 points.
I bet y'all turned cartwheels after that.
Oh, yeah,
Yay,
we did.
we scored. Did
Yeah.
y'all win?
I don't think we
but
did.
We got
we
it
scored,
in the goal.
yeah, we
so.
scored.
But and so here you are. Not only are you scoring, you all are excelling.
Yes, ma'am.
And so, when you talk about where you started, where you remember how the team was, some of these girls you've been playing with for years and years and years. And I think that that's very important. When you're able to play with a certain group of people for many years, that builds such a continuity, such a bond, that when you're able to play together like that, you're in sync. Do you feel that way?
Oh, yes, ma'am. From 7th grade to 8th grade, we had this big asset come, which was Hannah. And Hannah was just the glue that stuck us all together. We played like an actual team then. Yeah. And from 8th grade to now, we have 4 region titles that we've all played together in, and it's a great experience.
That's right. And now you're leading into the playoffs.
Yes, ma'am.
And so you guys have to still be able to continue to push, to be a team, to even be more solid. Okay? And so what ways do you see you as a leader?
I give constructive criticism to the girls. I try not to be too hard on them, but I try to let them know that, hey, when they did something wrong, that you have to fix it, because coming into playoffs, there are going to be teams who are going to take advantage of the rookie mistakes that we're making. And so I just try to let them know that, hey, get it together.
Is it easy for you to be a leader or a constructive criticizer for team members and for your peers?
Yes, ma'am. It's kind of easy, but also at the same time, I don't want to be too hard, because I know that I make mistakes and sometimes I mess up. So it's kind of don't be too harsh, because you make mistakes too.
And so for you, as a senior, if you could kind of constructively criticize yourself, the areas that you know that you sincerely have to work on, what would you be? What would you tell yourself?
I would tell myself to never give up and don't let the emotion of the game control how you play. Just go out, leave everything that's bothering you, leave it off the field, and when you step on, just play the game.
That's right. Very good. Now, Kendra, what is next for you?
I've enlisted into the Army. I leave for basic training June 26th. And from there, I'm going to do infantry, and I'll go that way for about 3 years. and then after that, I'll spend the rest of my 5 years contract doing military police.
How do you feel about that now? Are you following in the footsteps of any one of your relatives, or this is you?
This is really me, but my sister just recently graduated from Air Force. She's doing really good. I'm really proud of her. It was such a great experience, like see her do something with her life from like where we grew up from and stuff like that. So like I'm definitely really proud of her, and I'm just excited to see what the next chapter of my life holds.
Well, we're proud of your sister, and we're proud of you. We want to see you to continue to push, no matter where you are, no matter what you do. Continue to work with that same tenacity that you have, and that we see you on that field.
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Miss Kendra Delgado.
For your tax return this year, call the reliable tax professionals at C&L Tax and Accounting Service.
Hi, I'm Brenda Chang. Come see us this year at C&L Tax and Accounting, where you can get your maximum refund.
Brenda Chang and her staff are trusted income tax preparers who take the time to give you good quality tax advice.
Come see us this year, where we're offering up to $2,500 in cash advance loans.
C&L Tax and Accounting Service is located on Madison Street in Dublin.
There are many ways of doing business today.
Hello?
Call centers, mobile apps.
Right away.
But when it comes to what really matters, our way is pretty simple. To be there when you need us most. That's the quality of your independent agent and the company that stands behind them.
Orr Insurance in Dublin is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
All right, now we've got Miss Lauren Evans with us. Hi, Lauren.
Hey.
How do you feel, Lauren? I mean, we're asking all the girls. I know that we're asking you how you feel, but I think that you need to be able to express yourself about what it feels like in the position you're in.
It's really exciting being that we're 5-time region champs, but it's really sad because this is the last time we get to do it.
Yeah.
So it's a rush.
It is. I mean, and this, you all are making memories. You're making memories that will last a lifetime. This is something, Lauren, that you're always going to remember. You'll be on the rocking chair on the porch talking to your grandbabies. Baby, now I remember when I played soccer.
I've already planned to be the crazy grandma. So.
And you're going to be sharing with them about when you were this young lady right here.
Yes, ma'am.
And so what is it for you? What is the feeling like for you to be able to play with these girls, and to some have been played with for so many years?
I've been playing since 6th grade.
Yeah.
And in 6th grade, I wasn't able to play because I've never played soccer before, so I wasn't good at all.
Yeah.
So I was just able to watch them. And then growing up with these girls, it just kind of puts pressure on you to do better because you know that they're working hard to make themselves better. Yeah. So you just kind of go with the flow.
That's right. Yeah. And with going with the flow, time's going by, you're getting ready for your, the region, and and these are things that you're going to eventually have to say goodbye to. Does it get kind of emotional for you when you think about this?
It gets very emotional because this is the only sport that I've stuck to that has made such an impact in my life. And soccer isn't just a sport, it's a family, and it's a way of life type deal. Yeah. And knowing I'm not going to be able to do that for much longer kind of puts a dip in my life.
Yeah, it does.
So hopefully it won't be too bad.
Oh no, and this is a great time right here. And when you talk about family, you got your family that sits out there in the stands. Yes, that are cheering for you, that are supporting you. How does it feel for you to have that support out in the stands?
Well, sometimes it's embarrassing, but I mean, it's okay because everybody knows who my mom is.
Oh, your mama.
At the beginning of the games, after we do the little yelling thing, you hear her screaming. Everybody just looks up there, and you're like, yep, that's my mom.
But you know what I appreciate about your mom? She screams for me.
Yes.
I save my vocal cords. I sit there just like this. And then every now and again, that's it, baby girl. Then I go back down.
You hear you sometimes.
That's right. But, it's because we are so excited, to be a part. We feel like we're a part of the team as well. When you talk about the family, when we hear the Lady Falcons, another win, region champions, we get just as excited. And it gives us a sense of joy and pride as well. So tell us, Lauren, what is next for you?
I'm going to finish up college at GMC, and then I'm going to go major in nursing and become an RN.
Very nice. So you can help take care of people.
Yes, ma'am.
Fix us back to health. Nurse us back to health.
Yes.
All right, Lauren, it's always a pleasure to see you. We know you just had a birthday.
Yes, ma'am.
I got married on your birthday. I think I did that just for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Lala Evans. All right, we've got Alexis Lawson with us, my fellow thespian. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Doing very well. Now, listen, Alexis, we want you to talk about your experience with the game of soccer, how long you've been playing, what it's been like playing with these young ladies here, and how are you feeling 5-time?
I've been playing since I was in the 7th grade. When I first started, I didn't know anything about soccer because I'm the first person in my family to ever play soccer. So obviously I wasn't very good. But I feel very accomplished with the 5 regions, and it's amazing seeing how, as a team, when we work together, what we can accomplish.
Absolutely right. And so for you, Alexis, in what ways have you seen yourself change and evolve as an athlete? So when you say you first started and how you've progressed through the years?
I learned not to judge myself so quickly as much anymore because I'm really bad at comparing myself to others, and now I know as long as I'm trying my best that I should be proud of myself.
That's right, and go hard. You know, I think that, you know, one thing for me, what I always believe in, it's important to hustle and be aggressive. You'll sometimes hear me yell an old cheer, be aggressive, because it's important to hustle. It's important to go after it. You know, regardless of what your abilities are, to hustle and continue to fight for it is so very necessary. And so for you, tell us about your support system that's been here for you throughout these years.
I have Coach Robo, obviously, and he's always pushed me to do the best that I could do. And my parents, they always come to the games, and my dad, I always hear him yelling in the stands, and he always cheers not just for me, but for the whole team. And so it's nice to know that I have my family and Coach Robo and the whole team behind me.
That's right. Very good. And so now, Alexis, you guys still have some more games, some tough competition that's coming up. And, of course, you all are state runner-ups, you know, and so we want to be able to see you girls get to that level and actually win the state championship, you know. So what is it going to take for you all to actually win, not just, you know, to win that state championship, which is what we want?
I think we need to communicate better and just fix on the little small things that we have here and there. But I feel like if we push ourselves harder, that we could do it.
Absolutely, you can do it. Now, what's next for Alexis?
I plan on attending college, and I'm getting a majoring in business administrations and getting a bachelor's in health science.
Very nice. You know, I have a BA in business. Okay. Boss lady. All right, well, we're excited for you. We're happy for the accomplishments that you've made. We're proud of where you're going, all right? And we want you to continue to push and continue to do great things.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Alexis Lawson. This has really been a great day, getting the opportunity to sit down with the 5-time region champions, the Lady Falcon soccer teams. We've got Miss Maddy Lee with us. Hi, Maddy.
Hey, Miss Pat. How are you?
Doing well. So good to see you, especially at the time like this. Yes, ma'am. Maddy, talk to us about your career in soccer.
Well, I just started soccer this year when I transferred over here, and it's probably been one of the funnest things that I've ever involved myself in, and I've really made a connection with all the girls, and we're a family, and I love it.
What made you want to play soccer, Maddy? I mean, you come in your senior year, and you're playing soccer.
Well, at the beginning of the year, Hannah told me, she said, Maddy, you should play soccer, and I asked her why, and she said, because it's a lot of fun and because we were state runner-up last year and we're planning on going back this year. And I said, it'll be fun to be a part of a team that I was, and they'll be a family.
So Hannah recruited you?
Yes, ma'am.
I see. And so with your experience, would you recommend soccer for other girls to play?
As long as you don't mind getting pushed over or making contact with people, then yes.
How do you do with that? How do you deal with that?
Well, I don't know, I get right back up. It doesn't faze me to get a little dirty.
Yeah. Do you get a little rough with girls out there?
Not as much as I probably should, which, I don't know, I don't like to push people or be aggressive, which is something I need to work on.
Do I need to give you my cheer? And, you know, and so it's like sometimes it can be a little scary, I think, and can be a little intimidating. So if you're just now playing a sport, you know, for the first time, and it's your senior year, and you've seen girls that have been playing for years and years. How do you kind of how do you work to gel with the girls out there on the field?
If I don't know what I'm doing, I'll ask them, and they help me out a lot.
Yeah.
They're really good leaders, and they really do want you to do as best as you can, and they'll help you in any way they can.
And what do you love most about being a Lady Falcon?
I love the family atmosphere that it is. Everyone we all get along really well together, and everyone helps everyone else out, and it's a really good family.
And that's how it's supposed to be. Now, here you are. You're about to go. You're about to graduate, okay? So what's on the agenda for you, Maddy?
After I graduate, I have enlisted into the National Guard, and I'll leave for basic training on July 30th. My MOS is military police.
What? You about to get aggressive, honey. I mean, you're going to have to be tough. Are you ready for that?
Yes, ma'am, I am. After I get back from basic training, I'll be attending Georgia Military College in Milledgeville, and I'll be studying forensics.
Nice. And this is really an interesting field. I mean, I know a lot of military police officers, and I know what that requires. And so you're ready for it, aren't you?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
And then forensics. I can see a little CSI in you. And so here it is, you're transitioning. You're about to go on to bigger and better things, Maddy. And so give a message to the young people out there, the young ladies out there, the Lady Falcons that you play with, the ones that look up to you. Give a message to them, something you want to leave with them to always have.
Never give up. Always do your best in everything and give it your all.
Very good. Continue giving it your all wherever you are.
Yes, ma'am.
In the National Guard. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Miss Maddy Lee.
Hello, I'm Taylor Knight from the Community Bank of Dublin, Lawrence County, and we offer great customer service. Come in today and let us open a checking, savings, or CD account for you. So come see us at the Community Bank of Dublin, Lawrence County, where we have been serving the community for more than 12 years.
Kevin Tanner, a lifelong resident of Lawrence County, is now a candidate for Lawrence County Commissioner, District 5. Call Kevin today at 410-0290. Kevin Tanner, candidate, Lawrence County Commissioner, District 5.
All right, we've got Tiana Stanley with us, Miss Stanley, which is, of course, my name as well. You know, I've got to find out if we're related or not, you know.
Yes,
you got some of my attributes. All right, tell us, Tiana, about your history of playing soccer, what it was like for you beginning, and now as a senior, the ways that you've seen yourself progress and transition.
Well, I started playing soccer my 9th grade year with my sister. I just feel like I should play another sport with her since she was a senior and I wanted to be with her. But I did not know how to play at all. But now my senior year, I think I got better at it.
And here you are today.
Yeah.
And so what areas have you seen yourself kind of evolve? Because, you know, when you first start a sport, especially with you wanting to follow in the footsteps of your big sister, you know, how have you evolved as an athlete and as a person? Because a lot of these girls are talking about them being a family and feeling like they are like that congruent family.
Yeah, we are a family. I feel like they pick me up when I'm down. I always have a smile on my face, or try to.
Yeah.
And
you know, and that's good. I mean, because sometimes I think that being an athlete and being a student athlete, it can be sometimes very tough to be able to juggle that. And so what's your work ethic like?
My work ethic is really good. After games, I try to go home and study, knowing that I have a test the next day. And sometimes I fall asleep while studying, but it's like all student athletes do. And then it's just my parents try hard to pick me up when I'm down.
And having your family support you, how important is that for you?
It's really good. My mom comes to all my games, away or home. She don't care what it is. She'll try to scrape up some money to get there. And she's just a really big support.
And that's so necessary. I see your mama out there. We be cold. She be wrapped up like an Eskimo, and I just say, Lord, have mercy. You know, but, you know, that is important, and I think that helps to push you continue to push you. And so are you excited about now going, being the region champions, and now you're trying to get to another title and wanting to be the state champion?
Yes, ma'am.
What do you think it's going to take for you all?
To work hard and practice, and work hard at practice.
Mm-hmm. That's right. And so, of course, after all this is over, next month, the end of next month, it's going to be a transition for you. A lot of times we are ready to get out of high school. We're like, I cannot wait to get out of high school. And then we graduate, and it's kind of like, okay, can I go back to high school where things were really a lot easier? How do you feel about transitioning out of high school?
I feel like it's going to be very, very hard, but I think that I got it with the support of my mom and the support of my 2 big sisters that's already in college.
Yeah.
As we become seniors in college next year, I think they're going to have my back at it.
That's right. And so what are your plans? Where are you going?
I'm going to Albany State University, and I'm going to major in early childhood education.
Very good. So you can take care of some youngins. Yes, train those younger ones in the way that they should go. All right, Tiana, give a message to the people out there of Dublin, Lawrence County. Give a message to the people who are not even a part of East Lawrence, but are proud of you all. They're supporting you. They're wanting you to continue to go further. They want that state championship to come to Dublin, Lawrence County. And give a message to those young girls out there who do aspire to be soccer players and to be in you all's shoes one day.
Just work hard, and y'all will get there.
All right.
We will get there.
And thank the people out there of Dublin, Lawrence County.
Thank you.
All right, Tiana, it's a pleasure. Tiana Stanley. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're closing out the show with my baby girl, Hannah Theriot. Hi, Hannah.
Hi.
Hannah, this is so exciting, isn't it?
I know.
When you just kind of think about it, like you guys are 5-time region champions. I mean, this is no small feat, and the girls are all talking about you all are a family. What are your feelings about all of this right now?
Yeah, it's crazy. We have this thing where we call each other soccer sisters.
Yeah.
Everyone on the team, which kind of makes us into a family. Our bond is incredible. Everybody gets along. Everybody has great energy. It's really beautiful. I love every single girl.
And and we're so glad, like the unity that you all have, and of course, having been an Army kid, having to move around so much. I mean, you've played in so many different states, and now to be like with your high school years, to play here at East Lawrence and set these records. I mean, as a mom, it just makes me feel really, really proud. Talk to us about when you first started. Like, you were 4. Did you ever think that you would continue in this sport and to be where you are today?
When I first started, I don't really remember because I was small, but I've seen videos and pictures, and it was not great. But I stuck with it, and I started to fall in love with it. And so I'm really glad that it's brought me this far.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this is so exciting. And, it's like, winning the region champion again, being the champions, and now going into the playoffs. I mean, last year, it was so exciting to go to the state finals, and, of course, we had an upsetting loss. How do you feel about this now? And what do you think that it's going to take to become state champions?
We've gained experience through last season. And so I think we're a little bit more prepared now. If we come out and play like I know we can, and we put our all out there on the field, I think we can take home the championship.
That's right. And, you're one of the several captains that you have on the squad. What is it, Hannah, that makes you a good leader?
I try my best to lead by example and just to be a light on the team and just kind of – I'm here for the laughs. I'm here to make people smile. I'm not very serious out there, so I think I can kind of lighten the mood and make them a little less nervous when we're out there.
And, I was watching, while we were watching you play, there was another college coach that came up to me and we talked about you. And she said, what I noticed about Hannah is that she's not hogging the ball. She's being a team player. She's really looking out for her teammates. And is that something that's always been in you to do?
Yeah, it's definitely not the Hannah show. I try to pass the ball as much as I can.
But in that passing the ball, you have scored how many goals so far?
I think 165 or something like that.
Wow, Hannah, that's tremendous. That is so tremendous. And as your mama, I get proud when I'm, walking the streets, or I'm somewhere out in town. They're like, oh, I saw your baby girl. Tell her I'm so proud of her. Ooh, that little soccer star. And for me as a mother, because I always think about where we start. Because I always say it's important where you start, to know where you started from, where you've come from. And I remember that, Hannah. Oh, my Lord. I mean, you pick more flowers and grass as a 4-year-old out there than anybody. And I've got the videos to prove it. But, it's like to be with you throughout all of these years, all of these 14 years of you playing soccer, and seeing where you started, and to see how you changed and evolved. As a mom, I am super proud of you. And I'm so proud of the team that you're with.
Yeah, these have been the best years of my life.
Yeah. And so now here it is, Hannah. I mean, you've accomplished a lot of things, and now you're getting ready to go off to college after next month, How do you feel about that and playing at that next level?
I'm going to be competing against girls that are at the next level, so it's going to definitely take some getting used to.
Mm-hmm. It is. And, what about weightlifting at 6 a.m., running in the afternoon, and then 2.5-hour practices late afternoon? I mean, how do you feel about that and being able to juggle that and your academic schedule?
Oh, I'm going to be struggling. I have no doubt in my mind. I'm going to be struggling, but I hope I can handle it.
What things are you going to have to change? Because, we're asking about the pros and the cons. What things about you are really significantly going to have to change in order for you to continue to be a student athlete at the college level?
I'm going to have to manage my time a lot better than I do in high school, prioritize, and stay focused on the things.
You sound like your mama. And so, Hannah, I mean, and I asked the girls this, and I'm going to ask you this because I'm in the stands. How does it feel for you to have your family out there? Like yesterday when you played, your aunts, your uncles came out there, your cousins. I mean, to come out there to support you, how does it feel for you to have that family support, not just the parental support, but having that support?
It definitely hypes you up, makes you feel really good when you have people out there supporting you, and when you have a supportive family. It's just really great.
Yeah. I call you baby girl out there, and I call out sweet pumpkin. Well, Hannah, listen, we are so excited for what your life has in store for you. I mean, I want to give you this advice to stay focused, keep your eye on the prize, because, in the big scheme of things, after soccer, that real world comes into play. And you're going to have to be equipped and ready for it. And we know that you're going to be. You're going to get it together, aren't you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Well, I love you, Hannah. I love you so much. I'm pleased and proud of you, and to be your mama, to sit with you right here, to interview you, to look in your eyes. I mean, it gives me great joy. I'm about to tear up now, okay? Because when I think about you and I think about, this is the thing, each one of us, as individuals, we want you to succeed. And I think that as a mom, as a mother, forget about my job of what I do. As your mother, it gives me joy, to be able to do for you, to be able to be out there in those stands to watch you. I'm so excited about college. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to still be able to go see her play. And I'm just thankful to God that I have been allowed to be your mama. All right? I love you.
Love you too.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been look at that, my crew. This has been such a great and special day to be able to sit here and chat it up with the 5-time region champions, the Lady Falcons. Coach Robinson has done a wonderful job with these ladies. As individuals, they are outstanding. And it is always a pleasure. When I see them, it's like all of them are like my babies. And we're so proud of you as a community of Dublin Lawrence County. Keep pushing, Falcons. Keep excelling and keep making us proud. All right? All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's all the time we have for Real Talk here on TV 35. Please keep watching.